Hi, Julie Jules Cruise Companion. Today I'm going to go on a Melanesian encounter on the island of Lifou while on a 10-night South Pacific cruise on Carnival Luminosa. Packing my day pack, I always carry money, always carry your government issued ID. I've always got a power pack for my phone and always got a power cord, and just in case I need to, I have a poncho. You cannot do an excursion without packing your ticket, and my magnet on my wall always has it in a safe place. After meeting in the Black Pearl dining room, we were guided down to the tender where we moved across to the island and found our bus. The first stop we went to was a swimming hole where there were some totems. It was another opportunity to see our magnificent boat out on that beautiful lagoon. On to our second stop, which was the chief's hut. There are 3 big chiefs on the island, one for each area, the north, the central and the south. Of the 36 tribes on Lifou, each one has a small chief. Each tribe has its own church and cemetery. Every tribe has one of these meeting huts where the men meet, and they all sit on the grass mats so that they are all at one level. No one is higher than anybody else. There is also a community house in the village where weddings or big celebrations occur. Lifou has a population of about 14,000 people, of which only about 10,000 reside on the island, where others reside in Noumea or in France. With New Caledonia being a French territory, all of the French Caledonians are French citizens and carry an EU passport. The people on the island of Lifou are Melanesians, are Kanaks or farmers. Each tribe is either a Christian tribe of being Catholic or a Protestant tribe, but they also combine their belief structure with animalistic concepts. For example, if you are by the ocean, you might have an animal such as a fish or a turtle as part of your tribe. There are no police on Lifou. There are 10 members of the French Armed Forces, and they assist the chiefs with security and policing, but apparently there is no crime on Lifou at all. If there is any crime, it is dealt with by the chiefs, and the major punishment is whipping. Children are whipped from a very young age, and if you are convicted of a crime such as being a thief, you will be whipped, as well as the people of your same age, your same generation, and that will be a lesson or a deterrent to others to not commit a crime. There is a French court on the island, but all punishments are meted out by the tribal chiefs. No land is for sale on Lifou. A male child gets allocated land when they are born, and when a woman is married, she goes to live on the land of her husband. A woman cannot own any land. If you want to run a business and you want to build a building, you build the building and you rent the land from the landowner, from the tribal person who owns the land, and it will be a 15-year lease. At the end of that lease, that building will become the property of the landowner, and you just walk away unless you extend the lease. Education of children is free from kindergarten to college, and then there are some private colleges that people can attend. Then people that want to continue their studies can go to France on their EU passport and get a higher education. The major economy for Lifou is tourism, vanilla, honey and sandalwood. These chief huts are designed to withstand cyclones. So in an emergency, this is the safe haven where people would come to ride out a cyclone. Because it's of circular design, the winds will just blow around the building and remain a safe haven for the people sheltering inside. The third stop on the excursion was where we went to a tribal house, and the ladies there were making a bunya, which is like a New Zealand hangi or a Bedouin zerb, where they put the food, the yam and the potato and the meat, into banana leaves. They have heated hot rocks which act to cook the buna. They place the buna on top of the ashes and the hot rocks, then cover the buna with the hot rocks, then they cover the hot rocks with leaves to assist the food to sweat, and then on top of that they put a damp material, blankets or just large wet pieces of cloth, and that assists the food to cook. And depending on the size of the buna to how long it would need to cook, this piece of this chicken and yam would have taken about an hour. So we are just setting this for the next group that are going to come, because they've already made a buna that we are going to try. And the moisture of the food comes from both the coconut milk that is used as well as the natural juices from the chicken, and then it's cooked for several hours, then taken out and served to the guests. A buna would be served for a Sunday lunch, so you would cook the buna, you would go to church, you would come home, and the buna would be ready to be able to share with everybody in the tribe as part of that giving communal environment. So the Melanesian excursion had 3 different stops. They were all very interesting, and if you wanted to have an experience of what it is like in the villages in Lifou, come along and do this Melanesian experience. This is Julie Jules Cruise Companion saying stay safe everybody and happy travels.